Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Retired Guy's Garage. It's been a while. Haven't done any videos recently, so we're going to kind of call this a mishmash video of updates, an announcement, and back on a project we need to get back to. So, updates. I had surgery, and all's going well. Not back to work yet, but hopefully with another couple weeks of physical therapy, I'm hoping to be back to work soon. Definitely not till after the first of the year, but yeah, looking forward to getting back to work. Even though I'm not going to lie, I've enjoyed being home. But anyway, updates. So that's updates for me personally. Surgery it was over. Had surgery on the 18th of November, and yeah, all went well. So good news there. Let's see what else we got for updates. Truck update. As it turns out, the truck issues were a result of an issue with the work that was performed after it was repaired at the collision shop. Not the collision shop's fault. They sublet the mechanical work to a subcontractor, and there was an issue with the work he did, causing parts that he replaced to come undone and go through the radiator. And the radiator leaking antifreeze, shooting it back onto the engine and shooting it back onto the crank position sensor is what causes that to run well. So, truck's all set. Didn't cost me a dime. I always like that. And heck, I didn't even have to do the work. It was the collision shop was gracious enough to get in touch with their mobile mechanic who came back out and got it repaired for me. So, huge shout out to Classic Collision in Covington. They did a great job. And announcements. I officially have a outlet for merchandise. If you are so interested, it would sure help out the channel. As you know, I'm not monetized, so kind of do this all on my own, and basically haven't made any money at it. So, excuse me. So that kind of stinks. But that's what happens when you start out. But if you would be so kind as to head on over, I have an Etsy store, and of course I will drop a link down at the bottom. And I currently have 4 t-shirts available. I will upload pictures at the end of the video so you can see what they look like. And I'm going to be putting some hats on there and some front license plate frames, some front license plates. So that's going to be what's going to be on there for now. My goodness, swallowed the wrong way. Wow. And eventually, I'd like to be able to offer these the work shirts as well, but I'm gonna have to sell some t-shirts first. So they're very reasonably priced. I've got some lower price shirts that are about I think one's $19.95, $21.95, and $24.95, $25.95. My goodness, the $25.95 shirt is a nice one. It's going to be a limited production. I'm not going to make too many of them, but that's one that's got the transfer of the Trans Am on it on the back. So like I said, I'll post pictures at the end of the video what the shirts look like, and hope you head over to my Etsy store and pick yourself up a shirt or two. Christmas coming up. Can't promise I'll be here by Christmas, but late Christmas present nonetheless. And as you can see next to me, this is a pile of office furniture that's going to need to go into the new office. Got on the old GovDeals website the other day and picked up an L-shaped, new nice large L-shaped desk, 2 smaller bookcases, and this monstrosity, which is probably a 6-foot tall bookcase as well. So that's all got to go in the office. Everything that's in the office has got to come out, and I've got to get set up for hopefully what will be some t-shirt sales coming up here soon. So like I said, it would really help the channel if you'd be so kind as to head on over there and pick up a t-shirt or so. A t-shirt or two, I'd really appreciate it. So, what do we got going on? Well, here we are, week before Christmas, and I have decided that that for the most part the golf carts are done. I'm going to be picking up a couple more, taking the ones that are finished out there and picking up a couple of John Deere Gators to work on, but it is time to get back on the Trans Am. There are several events I want to go to next year, starting with Firebird Fest I believe that's going to be in May, usually is. I would love to head up for Firebird Fest if I can. Maybe the Bandit Run coming up this year, I would love to do that. I've never had the opportunity, and would love to do that as well. And of course, coming up in the summer, Hot Rod Power Tour. I'm not even sure where it's going to be this year, but I would love to actually not just go to the first stop this time around, which I only had enough time for when it started out here in Atlanta at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So 3 big events coming up that I would love to attend. I'd love to be a part of them. Kind of a bucket list thing that I would love to do. So we've got to get back on this Trans Am. So what's the plan? Well, I know you're going to be shocked when I tell you this, but I don't really have one. But let's, I think the best thing to do is get a list together. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do is get a list together. I've even gone out and picked up some liquid chalk pens. We'll see how they work. But we're going to put a list on the windshield here in just a few minutes, and we'll talk about it, talk about what I'm going to do, and what we got to do, and what we can hopefully get done before the nice weather gets here. And because quite honestly, it's time for this thing to be out of the garage. I've got other things I need to do, and I need to get this thing out of the garage. So. But let me put you on pause here for just a second, and we'll step on over, and we're going to get the list together on the windshield, so I kind of got a plan. That would be really nice. Stick with me, I'll be right back. All right, now that I got my cheapo liquid chalk pen working from Amazon, hopefully it keeps working. All right, what's the first thing I gotta do? First thing I gotta do is get a new frame mat. All right, second thing. New distributor. Water pump. Any plugs? Clean up the wiring under the hood. I don't know if I ever told y'all, but I've got an aftermarket fan controller in there. These LT1 motors are notorious for overheating problems. So I put a new radiator in it when I first got the car. Gosh, I don't even know how long it's been since I've had this car. I don't know, it's a good 3, 4, 5 years probably, I guess. But I put a new radiator in it when I first got it. And in the meantime, I know I showed you in the earlier video in part 1 of this, where I've got an all aluminum cold case radiator to put in it. But when I continue to have overheating problems with it, I went ahead and put an aftermarket fan controller in it, and never really wired it properly. It was kind of half-assed, and that's putting it politely. So Going to need to clean up this underhood wiring. New radiator. Thermostat. What else? Okay, we're going to replace the dash. Dash is cracked. Dash. And the Holden radio. So, and I'm going to let y'all pick on this one. I've been contemplating, you know, you've seen pictures and you've seen car and videos. I've got the American Racing wheels on it right now. They're 17s, and I've got 275 40 17 tires on it. On the rear, 265 40 17s in the front, I believe, if I remember correctly. But I've been contemplating going to, those of you know these 4th gen Trans Ams, Camaros, etc. A real common upgrade on these is to run Corvette wheels on them. And I've been contemplating maybe putting a set of Corvette wheels on it. 19s in the rear, maybe 18s in the front. 19s in the rear, 18s in the rear, 17s in the front, something. So I'm thinking about doing a Corvette wheel swap on it. I know we're going to need some spacers, et cetera, because if you don't do the spacers in the rear, they're going to rub on the fender. So, but yeah, so I'm going to let y'all pick. Should I keep what I've got, leave the American Racing wheels on it, or the American Racing torque press wheels on it, or maybe put some Corvette wheels on it, do a Corvette wheel upgrade on it with some bigger wheels. So we're going to give that one a question mark. Yep, we're going to give that one a question mark. Don't know if I'm going to do that or not. So, you know, give me your thoughts on that. Give me your feedback on that down in the comments. Let me know what you think on that one. So, and in general, we're just going to need to do a, and I guess I forgot, we're going to go to A. New plug wires. Forgot about that. New radiator, thermostat. Last time I changed the radiator, so it's probably they've only probably got a couple thousand miles on it. I replaced all the heater hoses, upper and lower radiator hoses. So I think we should be good there. So this, I think, is pretty much what I want to do to it, and what I've got parts for. Only thing I don't have yet is I don't have a water pump. I'm gonna have to order a water pump for it. But I think this is an overview of what needs to get done to this car before the spring. So got a few months to get it done, and we're gonna get to it. And boy, I was just noticing this car is filthy. Wow. This is the dirtiest I think I've ever let this car get. Of course, it's been sitting here since April, probably, I think. So that tells you. So it's been sitting here a hot minute, but first things first, we've got to get this new K-frame in. Oh, new frame and Y pipe for the exhaust. That's going to need to get changed as well. Forgot all about it. But I do have that part. I do have that here. It's used. I got it off of a wrecked car. But it's even got a new. It's even got an oxygen sensor on its own. We have to swap that over. So yeah, this is a good start. But first and foremost, got to get this frame in it. That's going to be the biggest one. And of course, with the frame, we're going to do the brake upgrade to the larger front brakes, bigger sway bar, etc., etc., etc. So I've also been contemplating, and I'll hope you'll give me some guidance what y'all think I should do on this as well. I've been thinking about maybe putting a new exhaust on it. It's got the factory exhaust now, but I've been kicking around the idea of maybe doing a Borla exhaust or something like that. Give it a little bit more throatiness. And we're going to give that one a question mark as well. So, drop comments down below, let me know what you think. New wheels and tires, new exhaust, what do you think? Exhaust, I think I'm probably going to do. I don't want to get too crazy. I know there's guys out there that straight pipe these things, and I'm just way too old for that. It would drive me nuts. I took the bub pipes off my motorcycle and put the stock exhaust back on it because it was just driving me crazy. I couldn't ride it. So, but this is a comprehensive list, and hardest thing, believe it or not, the dash is not a bad job, but we're going to do that after we get all the front end work done on it. But believe it or not, it's not too bad of a job, I don't think. I've got a complete dash, so it's got all the computers, it's got the fuse block, fuse panel, and all that stuff on it already, so I don't have to swap any of that stuff over. Came out of a 90, I think it came out of a 95 or 96 Firehawk. So everything in it's there already. Everything I need for it is on the dash already, so that won't be too bad of a swap. But this front frame is going to be tricky, to say the least. But this is a good start. So make sure you stick around for the next video on this car, because that's when we're going to get right into the front frame on this. I just wanted to kind of give you all an update on what's been going on with me and the truck and all that, and and of course make the announcement that I do finally have merchandise available in a easy place to buy it, instead of having to send emails and that kind of thing. So as I said earlier, if you would be so kind as to maybe stop by my Etsy store and grab a shirt or two, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate it. Help out the channel. So, and I can continue bringing you all good content that I've been trying to do here since I started in February. So, with that being said, stand by for part 3. I guess will be we're going to get started on this frame. Got some underhood stuff we're going to have to get taken apart first, and get the engine secured so that we can drop the frame out of it. So, as always, I appreciate you tuning in and watching. Thank you so much. The support has been great. We really appreciate it. Make sure you check me out on all socials. Of course, I'm here on YouTube, obviously, on Facebook, Instagram, at The Retired Guys Garage. I'm here on YouTube at The Retired Guys Garage, obviously. And I'm also now on X, TRGG 2024. On X at TRGG 2024 is my screen name there. So check it out. I haven't been active on the rest of the socials as much as I am on YouTube, but hopefully going to have some extra time here in the near future, so I can maybe get a little bit more active on the rest of the social medias as well. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. And until the next one, please stay safe and take care. Bye for now.